of America, with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.
You got someone. Don't you love when I come around? What'd he say? Build you up, then I'll take you down.
Tyler says his hair is his moneymaker. Whoa. It looks like you're broke. All right.
Big up. Welcome back into Jacob Wallraven Uncensored. Because as you know, I will say what I want, when I want, however I want. And it's as is everyone allowed to. I get called all type of fun names, all type of fun things. So, you know, hey, let's just let's keep that same energy, right? Big up real quick, everyone in the chat. It's going to be a quick one, so it won't be too long. I do have to leave for work in less than an hour, technically, but we'll see. We'll see if I could get everything out in that amount of time. Real quick, big up to the normal one, says Super Tommy, and Jason Woodgate says Tommy the Wank Engine, and Staffy TV is a pussy. San Antonio Hotspur says Frank out, Ange in. Well, you know, it's too late. We already shot Old Yeller. You can't revive the dog once you shot the dog, and we shot him. Frank out, Ange in. Frank's not even technically announced, but I thought it would be, so that's why I titled the show Happy TrashCan Tommy Day. Or is it an 11-year backpedal? I don't know. You tell me, because apparently the factual evidence that's provided is some people doesn't see it that way. Big up Caption Grandma. Member of the chat says, so Jacob, Ange is gone and you're upset. I'm upset about the club regressing. So that's why I'm upset. Yes, but not because Ange is gone specifically. Ange could have left and we hired someone more suited to continue the progression of Tottenham. Then I would not be upset. I'm upset about Tottenham being... I need to find that clip. Hang on. I'm actually going to Google it because I need to find that clip and get it uploaded to the channel because it's a great clip. And what is it? The deer stuck and then he gets out stuck again. That's probably a really shitty way of... Is it this one? No, it's not that. Is it a deer? What is it? Deer fucking stupid? What is this? Is this Tottenham?
Wait! Okay.
This isn't the clip that I was referring to.
I see. Girl.
But he got stuck again.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of these. That's not the one that I was specifically referring to. So the moot gets kind of point. I'm just gonna put animal stuck. There it is, a sheep. There it is. This is what I was looking for. This is Tottenham. I'm gonna fucking save this video. Hang on, let me make sure I like it. So it'll be in my life. This is Tottenham Hotspur, Caption Grandma, and this is what makes me upset. And this is Ange pulling us out. So I'm not mad that Ange isn't here to pull us out again. I'm mad that we just got stuck back in there. It's really a silly thing we're doing here. But anyway, hope you're well, Caption Grandma. I know you're not. I know I'm not your favorite person in the world right now, and that's okay. You're allowed to not like me or like what I say. I find it. Someone has to keep the energy matched, and I'm too honest and too authentic to lie and act like something ain't what it is when it is what it isn't. You know what I mean? Who the hell would make you happy as next Spurs manager? Anybody with a CV that is comparable or, God forbid, better than Ange's, because Thomas's ain't in any fashion. It's all based on feelings, and I think, but it's not based in factual evidence. Big up Chills. Good evening. Big up Jordan. Big up Jacob in chat. Big up to you, Jordan. Always good to see you in the house. Ryan, Gloria. Spurs back to pragmatic football. Enjoy. I played the clip for a reason off the top. The one where the guy's singing and the woman smacks him. Because that was me just, chilling, enjoying myself. And what do you know? Tottenham Hotspur want to smack me upside the head. Klaus Sobeb, I just have one question. How many times will Spurs beat Man City with Thomas Frank? I don't know. Any prediction would be just that, a prediction based off of feelings. Big up Champion Drula. Good to see you back in the house. Says Durag Raid. Big up Durag Diary. Sorry I was late and I ended up pushing the show back further. I was having so much fun conversing and telling people my opinion that I forgot it was like 25 minutes after I was supposed to be live. And then I was like, oh shit, I gotta go. Staffy Trash Can Trailer Park. Yes, he is. We already know. Espacio. Good morning, Espacio. Or good afternoon. Yes, it is afternoon. Hang on. Why isn't your channel called United Spurs of America? Because I'm not a real fan. I'm American. How could I be a real fan? I'm not a real boy. Ange Out says Arteta is a loser. Fair enough. Big up Jacob. Big up Baloo. Lift you up and I take you down. Yeah. R.I.P. Jerry Springer. Every single time, Jerry. He's an icon, man. I just love that clip. He says his hair is his moneymaker. Well, it looks like you're broke.
Tyler says his hair is his moneymaker. Whoa. It looks like you're broke.
Yeah, he's an icon. Big up to him every single time. Question, Jacob, end of May. What is the bare minimum for Frank league position and cup progress? I mean, it's really not up for me to decide. I'm just going to bitch and complain the entire time. And if anyone doesn't like it, I'm going to say, where was that energy last year? Big up Royale. Good to, I think I already said big up Royale, but big up to you every single time. It's a sheep. Try the sheep one. Yep, we figured it out. Big up Tottenham Ranger. Good to see you every single time. Spurs fans accepted this mediocrity when Levy took Spurs. Top 4 over glory. They are used to it. It's nothing new to them. I mean, I can only speak about the years in which I've been supporting, and this is just a regression in my opinion. If you've been supporting 30, 40 years, you probably would maybe say differently. And people get so wound up over opinions, and I find it funny, first of all, and a little strange, because if anyone who is listening right now is also a person who watches Football Heritage TV, for example, Sava, you would know Sava and I are like oil and water when it comes to, we're still both a liquid, but we hold a very stark difference of opinions. And I put that down to a few things. Number one, we're different human beings. And number two, we have different expectations to our relative desired outcome, right? So like for me to say, oh, Sava should celebrate a goal, that's asking him to be something that he's not. To tell me to be any way that I'm not, it's the same thing. So without rambling too long, it's just like every Spurs fan is going to have a relative outcome that they find desirable for them. For me, winning fucking trophies is that desirable outcome. Ainge did that, so I love him. Simple. But he's also not our manager anymore. So I say, how do we improve upon where we were? Like, I've had plenty of ex-girlfriends who are ex-girlfriends, and I have no ill will to them. I got plenty of love, I don't love them, but it's like I got love for them to be successful in life, and that's where I'm at with Ainge. And I find it weird, like you can not hate people just because you're not together, but if you do that, then apparently I'm still stuck on Ainge in. But there is no Ainge in, there is no Ainge out. I've already said that. It's over. The Ainge in, out, shake it all about, do the hokey pokey, that shit dead. So it's time to look at where we're going. And I just think it's a step backwards, 11-year step backwards, personally. Recency bias. I'm happy someone finally speaking against Frank. I mean, I don't mean to be contrarian. I've never tried to just be like, I'm going to stand against everyone because that's fun. It sucks, bro. I'll be honest. The couple, what is it, a week I've been doing this shit? It sucks, bro. I've been called a pussy. I've been called a little bitch. I've been called all type of different things. A cunt, clueless, stupid American. Oh, this American twat. Oh, this yank, this da-da-da. You get called all type of things. So it's like, I get it. When you go against the grain, you get called names. That's, I've seen it happen to other people, so I'm not immune to it. But I just don't let it bother me personally, because I know what trophies and success feels like, and I know what mediocrity looks like and feels like, because I've been there, and this feels like that. Again, that's my feeling, because it is a prediction that I don't think he's going to bring us glory like Ainge did. That is a prediction based off my feelings. Just like everyone's saying, we would have got relegated. We would have never won again. We would have never done this again. That's your feelings. That's your predictions. Okay. Because I think it's very important we structure that divide between facts and opinions, because some people will say, I think that this would have happened, and that's a fact. It's like, that's your thoughts, buddy. Not a fact. Why is there a 3 next to my name? Well, hoodoo voodoo is this? I think YouTube's trying to be like Twitch or something, and you get points for commenting, and there's like there's a leaderboard and shit. Ainge out, Jacob in. No, I will definitely don't do that. You're turning into Spurs League Gunner, and I love it. Well, I mean, all I heard was war a trophy. Where are the standards? And we finally get League Gunner saying something like this, and it's like, yeah, but it's not good enough.
Look at this. They're engraving Tottenham Hotspur's name on a fucking trophy, man. This is fucking bullshit.
The fact that we could get a rival to feel that feeling, shout out Ainge every single time.
Tell you one thing, irrespective of tomorrow, I'm not a clown.
All right. Irrespective of tomorrow. Man like Jacob, hyper protagonist. How you doing, baby? Big up to you. Destiny 5. Wham wham. Yes, sir. We're hitting them with the wham wham today. Big up Kate and Jimbo, The Perfect Match. Make sure you're subscribed to Kate and Jimbo, The Perfect Match. Vote for them in the thing. I voted for them. Big up Jacob and Jimbo, and I are watching from bed. From the bed, you say? Hang on. Where's that? I'll read the comment again. Kate and Jimbo, The Perfect Match, say, big up Jacob. Jimbo and I are watching from bed. And I found the bed. Hey, come on now. It's a bed for champions, and you deserve it. Jimbo, Spurs Gunner. No. First of all, Lee Gunner is like Lee Gunner, and I'm Jacob Wallraven. And it's funny, I didn't even think Gunner was his actual last name. I just thought that was like his YouTube name. That's legitimately his actual, he was born with that last name. That's kind of crazy. So, I mean, it's destined for him to be an Arsenal fan. Frank will be our Arteta, trash football, 0 trophies, and fan base that loves him. Recency bias. This is what I'm afraid of. They say, I was on Direct Diaries earlier. They say, what's your expectations for next year? I said, a return to relevancy without glory. And everyone's going to enjoy that. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Hit a like on the video. That's what that was. Is that what that was? Or is this some balloons? There you go. Shout out Basuma. Jacob, I think I got demodded. Can I get it back? Can I get it back? Can I get my sack back? Of course you can. Ooh, where are you? I can't find you, man. I can't find you, man. I'll look for it again. But big up Royale. Drop another comment so I can see you. Destiny, have you seen the signed Poch picture I'm auctioning off? Is he wearing a Chelsea top? Is it that one where he's handcuffed to the chair at the not Craven Cottage, whatever they call that place, where they kidnapped him and they made him do the ransom video? Big up Jacob. That's so Wallraven. It's the future I can see. Hugo, smash the likes, people. Big up Hugo. Appreciate that. Big up boys. Bob says support him. You know what I do when people tell me what to do?
어떻게 보면 자, 이번엔
저 궁금해요. 클럽스키?
I just smile because I would do whatever I want. Yeah, you can. I'm not saying you're wrong to support him. I'll support him when he gives me reason to. I look at all the contextual evidence behind since before, and it's not enough for me. My standards are too high. I'm spoiled rotten. I'm a vampire who tasted blood. And you're telling me, Daddy, chill? No.
Wait. All of you. Daddy, chill. What the hell is even...
What the hell is even that? Exactly. Sam Allardyce is available. There you go. You want a manager help keep you up and just keep you right hanging out there at the table? And there you go. Rob Cease, I don't think he has a desire to be miserable. I think he just likes debating football, and people who like debating like to be the winner. I don't ever think there's a winner in a debate personally, but like I don't think Sava's miserable in his life. Like we talk outside of YouTube, because I go to his chat and people say stuff. People like you're saying here. Sava's never been ill to me. Does he say shit that I'm like, God damn it, I wish I could just rebuttal him right now on air? Yes. Do I like the way he says certain things? No. But that doesn't mean he's a bad person or that he's trying to be miserable permanently. I think he's just sharing his opinion, and it, could look rough and scruff to some of us. And it does to me, admittedly, as someone who, but like there was shit that I was texting Sava this morning that like, if he wanted to, he could use it and be like, let's make fun of Jacob. He's a bitch because of the things that I said to him. So it's like he could be a bad person, but he's at every turn not been to me or at any time like to me in that regard. So I was trying to say, like, separate a man's football opinion from a man. I know it's really hard to do because I go somewhere and I say something people don't like, and there's no separating the man from the football opinion. So I get it. It's a part of human nature. Yeah. In short, I'm a grown ass man. Ain't shit y'all could tell me how to feel. Exactly that. Chill says no need for names. What did I do? TrashCan Tommy, you don't like that? Sava has a cult going on. Hey, so do we. We all got cults, and mine is like, leave me alone. Which is not really a cult, because that's kind of like the opposite of their premise, which is like, hold me ever so tender. Have you ever been called Jacob? Worst name. Have you been called Jacob? Worst name. Big up, my bro. James Bond. I've been called all types of things. Ange is gone. Forget him. Well, you never forget your first, is what I would say. You want me to forget the one who popped my trophy cherry? That's impossible, Bob. That's impossible. I mean, again, 2 comments from Bob, this account I've never seen, 2 accounts telling me what to do. So, Bob, how about I tell you what to do? See? We could all just tell people what to do. Love the top. Where did you get it? DH Gate. And I do have the link for the seller. DM me on Twitter. That's where I sent it to Mitch, I think it was. I love this kit. I should have put Vicario on the back. I'm actually pissed I didn't. I think he was injured, and I was like, is Anthony Kingsky going to be our keeper? Yeah, it was just, yeah. They don't even sell it at the team shop. It's crazy. But I wouldn't even buy it there because I don't like to fund mediocrity. Big up Jacob in chat. Big up Ghosted. Good to see you. Hey, big up Ghosted. Always good to see you here and in all the other chats that I see. Tell that to Egal. Yo, that was fun. Maybe that's what we'll do, because I have bookmarks and shit, and I want to like run through it, but I'm also a little scorned in regards to like transfer rumors and all that shit, because I'm definitely on the side of, I'll just believe it when it's real, when it's in my face and they're holding that fucking shirt and it's not AI, because I can make AI photos, and I made TrashCan Tommy an actual trash can with his head popping out. So, yeah, it's fun. It's all good fun. Big up Roundtable Talk. How you doing? Jacob, where is the medal in the cup? It is shipped officially from Hong Kong. I think it is. Hong Kong? It is shipped officially from Hong Kong. I've been WhatsApping the mother. It shipped today. And I said that last time I was live, and that was because they had provided the shipping information, but it hadn't actually left the facility. But today, where's my phone? I'll show you. Today it said like it actually left the motherfucking factory. So it is as on the way can be. Where's my PayPal? There it is. But my PayPal tracks it. Excuse me. 4 packages in progress. Oh yeah, I've also got some other little thingies to go along with it. What is this? Look, estimated arrival. It says Thursday. Wait, Thursday, June 12th. Ain't no way. That's in 2 days. Ain't no fucking way. Look, it says it's in Hong Kong. Man. See? It says it's in Hong Kong. But then it also says estimated arrival Thursday. But hey, ain't no way. Estimated arrival. Ain't no way. That's got to be wrong. Because there's now 2 tracking infos for it. One says that it has been shipped. The other one says it'll be here in 2 days. There's no fucking way if it's shipped today that it's going to get here in 2 days. The Donald Trump tariffs will not allow that, I promise. But it's on the way. And soon I won't have to reply to anyone's questions. I'll just kiss on that trophy. And again, I'll still keep it in my lap like it's a little puppy dog and I'm raising it. Remember, Marmy is always on top. Marmy? Who? What the fuck are you talking about? Fan Civil War weeks after winning a trophy is so Spurs. It's Spursy. I tried to fight the Spursy tag, but it's so true. I told Sava, you're wrong. Spursy's dead. Ange murdered Spursy. But like the fucking sheep, it doesn't matter. This is Ange getting rid of Spursy. And Tottenham is like, no, I like it in here. Yeah, all the mods got deleted, by the way. Whenever I rebranded. Where are you? I'm trying to find you so I can mod you. I guess I'm super far behind in the chat. No, don't play no fucking Thomas Frank. No! I don't want to hear that. I want to hear the goat. Anyway. Well, you're too old for me to call Lee's son respectfully. Obviously, by name, I have no issues with Lee Gunner. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you're Arsenal fan too, right? That's So Raven was good, but she's a psycho nowadays. It's crazy. I feel really, really bad for all the child stars because they grow up and it's rough, but they're also rich, so it's like, whatever. Jacob, what will you do if Frank wins his Champions League? I will he will be immortalized on my body via tattoo. Simple. I've said it's really easy to win me over. Just reach the standard in which has been set. Because our standard before Ange was relevancy. Woo. Top 4. Woo. Don't win nothing. Woo. And he said, here, I won you something. That to me, now I've tasted the blood. And you want the vampire to go back to eating salads? It ain't going to happen. Most unexpected voice reveal. What? Sava is a darling. He loves a moan. Who doesn't like to moan? What's wrong with moaning? He has a tattoo of Ange, who hates him the most in the world. Well, that's because he lived up to the bet. He's got those tattoos. I want to see him with the tattoo on. Yeah, Rich. Rich don't agree with me at all on anything. But look, he says preach Jacob. See, you could separate the man from the opinion, especially when it comes to football, because life is bigger than football, by the way. Loki from Marvel has to be the next Bond. What the hell are you talking about? Big up Milton. Bring Ainge back. We can't, unfortunately. We can't. What is this video?
Yes, sir.
That's basically me to Frank. I think that's why I saved it, because that's my energy. Come on now. Ayo. What did I say that was Ayo, James Bond? Do you have an ETA on the trophy? Allegedly. Their website says 15 to 24 days it takes after it ships out. So I'm going to operate off that and not the thing that says it's going to be here in 2 days from Hong Kong. I'm pretty sure if I started flying to Hong Kong right now, I would not, I just wouldn't get there in 2 days. Frank is more proven at what, Bob? You're lying. You're just lying, Bob. You're lying. Forky from Toy Story. Is that what you're calling Frank? Oh, that's a good one. I should do an AI photo of that. The Wall Raven be saving. Big up, Jacob. I think Frank Engine might get us our 9th FA Cup, mid-table finish, and reasonable progress in the Champions League. Coys. David Gray, you give me a FA Cup, I'll love you. I love you. You quenched my thirst, sir. I'm in the desert getting thirsty, and you quenching my thirst. Yes. Tommy belongs in the trash can, just like Oscar the Grouch. Panting Pro V merchants, man. Matty K, big up Matty K. I was watching Matty K was on with Daigle and Sava over on Football Heritage. I do disagree with your opinion on Solomon, but I think you came around to the point of like, we got to get rid of some wingers if we're going to bring in good wingers. And I agreed with Sava's point as well, which was, if we're trying to be better, we can't be saying Solomon's good enough. He's also a Zionist, so make that what you will. What if you disagree fundamentally on how someone perceives football? Just vibes, trophies aren't important. Motel 8 under a bed sheet and closet action mindset. That's what I'm saying, bro. I disagree fundamentally with a lot of people's opinions, but that don't mean I hate them. There's only if you're a shitty person. Like, I don't hate Frank. People say I hate on Frank. I ain't got hate for Frank. I don't even hate Daniel Levy, and he's been abusing me longer than Frank's not even here. So how can I hate him? Thomas Frank had 7 years at Brentford. Yeah, give any manager that time and they should do well. Not trying to shit on him, but we need to give managers time, and that's what shits me about sacking Ainge. Side note, it's a very good point because, yeah, you know, I'm actually surprised that Daniel Levy hung in there as long as he did. That surprised me, to be honest. I thought he would have, if he was acting any ways of the previous time, he would have absolutely sacked him. So that's why I was a little like, I'm surprised. Maybe we are a different club now. Maybe we will be doing things differently. But alas, no, we're the sheep. But don't worry, I found this, and I want to get y'all's opinion because it is. I got about 30 minutes left before I got to go. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny when he said he's so bad I wouldn't you. But it's like, if he is that bad, you would wish him on your rivals, right? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just semantics. Who knows? Low key, are you going to change your mind if Frank wins Super Cup? Not low key, high key. How can I say, give me a trophy, and that will, bro, one game is all it takes. I am an easy date. One game, one dinner, one slice of pizza, one skating rink, or whatever the date venue is. That's all it's going to take. I'm not a complicated beast. I'm just a beast who's tasted blood. What did they say about dogs? Whenever a dog tastes like blood like that, then they have a thirst for it because it taps into their primitive wolf mindset. Yeah, that's what it is. Mickey with a goal and assist for Netherlands against Malta. Big up, Mickey. Mickey van der Veen, Mickey van der Veen. Na 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 na. Mickey van der Veen, van der Veen. We can't stick with anything except Ndombele. No manager should be given less time than that dude. Lo Celso, Eric Dyer, Harry Winks. The list goes on and on of players who got way too long. And that were forced upon good managers like Jose Mourinho and Antonio Conte. Tommy has cute hair. We should give him a chance.
Tyler says his hair is his moneymaker. Whoa. It looks like you're broke.
That's funny. Jacob, why can't you comprehend Ainge finished 17th? He's not. I can comprehend, Bob. Why can't you comprehend the words that are coming out of my mouth? Yeah, Sava is cool. And the thing is, when you get popular enough, there's going to be people who love you and people who hate you. It's all tit for tat with the fucking course, huh? You know, again, I'm experiencing a very small percentage of what he experiences, which is name calling and a bunch of losers, and they're all talking. Bring back Ainge for us to get relegated. What a knob. Like this. Yeah. This is another guy who gets up there and just goes wham, wham, wham all fucking day. It's one of those like, thank you for turning off your camera. Please turn off your mic next. But he's allowed to feel however he wants. I would never say, hey, Corey boy, this is how you should feel. No, I'll leave that to him and his friends to tell me how to feel. And then I'll just say very simply, no.
You can suck my fucking dick.
Simple. Wow, that last one, he knocked him out with the shoulder pad, bro. Get wrecked. That's what it's about. Big up, Shoshi. Hey, big old sponsor of the trophy. You're a reason why that motherfucker is on its way, Shoshi says. Rumor has it Poro, Romero's son, Davies, Bentancur, and VDV are leaving as well. I feel two ways about it. Number one, you got to be a professional. And number two, I get it. It does suck, but like Romero, I understand because he was always like, this club is too small-minded for me. My shoes are getting too tight around my feet. I am bigger than this. And I understand that. Poro, I don't think he'd leave. Son will probably leave just because of where we're at and where he's at. Davies, I heard he might go to Wrexham. Bentancur, I think Bentancur, he should hold his horses a little bit because we stood by him through the racismo charges, through the suspensions and all the injuries. The club has always backed him. So for Bentancur to turn his back on the club when the club has backed him, I think that'd be very fucked up of Bentancur. And Van de Veen shouldn't leave either. If it's because like, oh, Ange left, now I have to leave. But I would also understand the feeling of wanting to leave. It's just, I'm stuck here, you sons of bitches, so y'all got to get stuck here too. Big up Matty K every single time. Frank is a good manager and can adapt to any situation. So does water. Water adapts to whatever vessel you put it in. Does that mean I need to use water for every solution? No. How can you hate such cute hair? I love Ange, but we can all agree Frank has cuter hair. I don't know what to say to this.
And then I think I want to kill my Uber driver.
I don't know. I just clicked on a random clip for that. Oh, Matty K with a little sun kiss. Is it the sun kissing? Is it him blowing a kiss, or is it him kissing the trophy that Ange Postecoglou delivered to this club that we've only won 3 of in 143 years? Big up Perchy. Big up. Surely it's time to get on board and see what can happen under Thomas Frank. Yes, surely, but don't call me Shirley because I can't. And I can't yet. Because for me, I'm keeping the energy like I've been saying everywhere I go. My socks and my energy must be matched. And when I've got people who say bullshit, slanderous things about Ange Postecoglou for 24 months, I'm going to hold the next guy to that fucking standard that I fought against. And it is A, hypocritical of me. It is B, petty of me. And C, wrong of me. I agree on all 3 of those. However, I can't be disingenuous. I can't lie. I can't be anything other than Jacob Wallraven Uncensored and tell the honest truth. I think it's shit. I don't want to get on board, not until I have a viable reason to, because I look at the facts surrounding Thomas Frank, and they're not enough to me to justify that we couldn't have done better. Again, I will say this, it is not about Ange. It is about being better than Ange, and Thomas Frank is not. Thomas Frank could literally win a trophy the rest of his life at all the clubs Ange managed, and he would die before he touched the same numbers. So it's like impossible. It is not a possibility to happen. Jacob, where's Chewy? He's at the warehouse that I work at. I go see him every day. I feed him really expensive food every day. He's got a lot of room to roam around. He just there was an issue here at my lease with my lease, so I had to. Yeah, I didn't want to do what we did to Ange and go give him the old Yeller treatment. You know, hey, bagow, love you, old Yeller, you good dog. Boom. No, I didn't want to do that. I couldn't do that. Ange finished 5th. Why are people obsessed with 17th? Edward, why? It's because, you know, recency bias and their emotions are clouding their judgment. But we're all human, so that'll happen. It's understandable. You can't make decisions based on emotions because they turned on Ange and dismissed the trophy. Yep. Sava Frank Sexual is a weird ass name. I'm not going to lie. Someone in my chat the other day was Sava's lawyer, which if you are Sava's lawyer, that's badass. But they have a picture of Sava with the John Wick. You know what I'm talking about? The profile. Y'all love Sava, man. Even if you hate Sava, y'all love him. Y'all really do. We're allergic to trophies. Yeah, you started rubbing the trophy all over your skin, and now we got boils. Boils, baby. Full of boils. Johnson again, ole, ole. Wow, call me a real fan of this club out for wanting better. You want better, you call out the shit. And sorry, a 41%. Okay. The delay makes me sad. Oh. Son leaving, I think, is the right time. Leave as a legend. Go get a good fee, and he can get the bag for him and his family. I think morally he wouldn't do Saudi Arabia. I thought he said that, but I could be very wrong. But I'll tell you what, y'all think I'm fucking losing it about Ainge getting sacked. Shit, just wait till my GOAT is gone. Gotham will burn. Gotham will burn. Big up Rinketic, how you doing? Van de Veen's a good player. Yeah, a lot of people will want him, that's for sure. Water is an element, not a football manager. Bruce Lee, I like it. Thomas Frank is a nice guy. I think the Spurs players will love him. Oh, it's sweet. We're going to get the vibes back, guys. We're going to get back to relevancy with no fucking glory. It's going to be fantastic. And just remember, it's not about this. It's not about glory. Just remember that. Just remember that. It's a hair thing. We need to go back to the 80s. Like, fair play to Tommy. He does have good genetics when it comes to his hair. That is true. I can't, there's certain things that are just factually true and undeniable. He does have a good head of hair. I do think we'll be able to get a lot of sponsorship through Pantene Pro V, Garnier Fructis. This will be great. Bye-bye, Ainge. All right. Well, he's not here. Is Ainge in the room with us, Manny? You all right? What happened to just back the manager? Well, I told Paul, you better tell me to fuck off right now because I ain't backing this manager. And he did. He said, go fuck yourself. So it's fun. Glenn's hair. Yeah, see, good hair. I'm down. Janola, another legendary set of hair follicles on him. Don't call me Shirley. My dad says that every single day. I feel old now because that is I first heard it on a movie with that guy, fucking what's his name? He did Airplane. He did. I'm forgetting. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Lethal Weapon? No, Bullet. Lethal Bullet. Something. It was like a spoof satirical movie. I can't remember. 22 losses standards. 22 losses. Factual evidence. What else is factual is I got this.
10 years, you guys been same from day one till now, boys. I fucking love you. We fucking won the Europa League. And you all deserve it. Thank you.
Yeah, I like that. Could you argue if keeping the same standards that you cannot complain if Frank keeps losing? Ainge lost 22 games in the league, so if we are being balanced, I'm just wondering the logical answer. I'll work from the back up. I never said I was being balanced. I provided 3 reasons why I am in the wrong for how I am acting. So I'm not saying I'm going to be balanced. So maybe that dismantles the whole question. Could you argue if keeping the same standards that you cannot complain if Frank keeps losing? I guess, yeah, it kind of does dismantle the whole thing because, yeah, Ainge did lose a bunch of games and there's no getting around it. It doesn't matter how I feel about it. The facts are he lost those games. The facts are also he's the only manager that I've ever seen in 15 years lift me a motherfucking trophy of the highest pedigree that factually is the highest pedigree this club has ever reached in 143 years, 3 times, one of them being Ainge. That is my context. That is my factual evidence I'm basing my emotions off of. 4th most successful manager in this club's history. I ain't been alive for 143 years. I've been alive for 34. And I ain't even been supporting for all 34. There's people like Sava who's been supporting for 40 or 30 or whatever it is. Paul who's been supporting since fucking dinosaurs were shitting and fucking. So that's why I never like to say, hey, you should feel like this. You should feel like that. Because it's all relative and it's all personal and it's all how it affects you as an individual. So for me, I am not going to be balanced. I'm going to be wrong. I'm going to be petty. I'm going to match the energy that was given to my most successful manager I've ever seen at this club. I hope that answers the question anyway. But look, I'm running out of time, so let me get to... Well, I guess we could do that. That view's not bad. Because the main thing is hearing it. It's not like you need to see me full screen. But this was... from Don Hassam's channel on A-Listers yesterday. Make sure you subscribe to Don Hassam, GOAT of the YouTube world, good friend of mine. I love saying Assalamu alaikum, Hana Bakra Israel, Free Palestine, all these things. But this is Egal versus Jacob. Heated debate. Ange Postecoglou. I don't know. This is a stupid ass title, Hassam. But let's see.
Being Tottenham in the league had 22 defeats, 5 draws. You didn't even get 40 points with the squad that you have. Let's be 100% honest.
Frankly. And so in this, I'm pretty sure y'all saying don't be emotional. I was revved up because Egal may waffle, but he's good at what he does. And when he's trying to get a rise out of you, he can absolutely get, at least from me, he can absolutely get a rise out of me in the most non-AO way.
You should not be sitting in 17th in the league, even with the injuries you had. You didn't have the most injuries in the league. You didn't have the worst team in the league. For you guys to be that low down the table, there was a tactical issue. And you know something?
Birkinshaw got us at 18th as well.
You got it right in the cup final.
He's a legend of the club.
You got it right in the Europa League. Yeah. Fair play. But in the league, he was arguably one of your worst managers in the club's history, based off this season's performances.
Well, you know what that says? How shitty this club has been ran for 143 years. If a guy in 2 years can come in here, be the shittiest and the fourth most successful.
You can pick up the manager for everything he's done by winning you the Europa League and everything. You can take emotions aside and then realize the club was an absolute shambles last year.
No. I'm not going to put emotions aside. I'm not going to do this hypotheticals where I put the trophy to the side either, because that's not a reality we live in. That's delusional.
Remember, the Europa League.
I know. I'm having to listen to this shit.
Understand, the Europa League gave you a backdoor entry into the Champions League.
Naked Gun. Thank you. Naked Gun. That's where I first heard. Let's go get a guy who's never fucking been there. Love that. Shirley, but don't call me Shirley.
I understand that. But in the same breath, you're not going to keep the guy who's shown he cannot sustain a successful period throughout the season. He's also never shown that the team can compete against some of the top teams in the league. Majority of the top teams, only Man City, have you shown that you can go up against sometimes because you have some sort of complex with them. But I personally think, as a club, it's the right thing to let Ange leave on a high.
The draft is over.
And also bring in somebody else to try to change the direction of the club, because the way you guys were performing in the league was not sustainable. And what you guys did in the
anyone on the panel that's actually won European honors want to tell me what they think?
What you guys did in the Europa League cannot be.
You're just saying the same tired shit Tottenham fans say. As you can see, I'm getting more ramped up here because he's just saying the same shit. You're just saying the same boring bullshit, bro. I ain't trying to hear it. Take your Tommy Tuchel trash can bullshit out the fucking window.
I respect Tuchel.
I didn't mean to say Tommy Tuchel, by the way. I'm starting to get rattled.
1 second. Facts don't have time for your feelings.
I'm surprised Tommy's agreed to
come to Spurs. Jacob, get out of
here. Yeah, sorry, Thomas Frank's a fucking loser compared to Ainge. Talk to me about facts. No, talk to me about facts. No, I love that. Talk to me about facts. Talk to me about facts. Are you going to talk to me about facts? You're going to tell me I'm crying. He's going to ban me for saying. Tell me I'm crying. You're going to talk to me about facts? Tin Pot Tommy.
Let him say what the facts are. Go ahead, Egal. Let him.
Bro, he's not saying any facts. He's like, I think it's a good idea. That's your thought. That's your fucking opinion. It's not a fucking fact. Fuck off.
He had you as one of the worst defenses in the league.
Angry Jacob, huh?
You have the most
getting a little emotional there, buddy.
History in a long time. Like, I don't know when Tottenham ever had 22 defeats in their history. You didn't get 40.
Well, I've never been breathing, and we lifted a European trophy, so we did that. So how about that?
You have a better squad than Wolves. You have a better squad than West Ham. You have a better squad than Everton, Crystal Palace, Fulham, Brentford, all these teams. You cannot sit there and justify your team being 17th.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree. Those are your opinions, so don't pass those off as fact. You're doing that same bullshit that's so tired of fucking YouTube. Oh, here's the facts, and then you list, here's one opinion, two opinion, three opinion, four. Fuck your opinions out the motherfucking door. Okay, I'm gonna pause it there because I was absolutely getting rattled. Imagine getting triggered by Egal. Well, it's just because he's said a lot of the fucking same shit that's been grated across my skin for weeks. And so it's like when he's saying all this, I already know what I want to say. So I'm like, get to the fucking point so I can cook you. But at this point, there's someone who left a comment on this video or on the stream. I can't remember. They said, bro got so rattled he turned into Dr. Seuss. And I thought that shit was hilarious. Whoever left that comment, That is a good one. Because that's just objectively funny. It's Lee Gunner gets mad rattled by Egal. That's a fun like Salt and Slug, they are in love. Salt and Slug, they are in love. Salt and Slug. You dying on this Ange Hill all next season, or will you drop it and support the fuck? You talking about Ozempic Frankie? You talking about Methadone Tom Tom?
Tyler says his hair is his moneymaker. Whoa. It looks like you're broke.
And it's not an Ange Hill that I'm dying on. It's a Tottenham Hotspur Hill. We've already shot Ange at the top of that hill, and we rolled him down the hill. And he's still rolling. Once Egal starts talking, I just plow through. He'll just plow through any interruption. Yeah, so that's why I started getting real like, talk about facts over feelings. Talk about facts over feelings.
Okay, I know you don't give a shit. But it's not my situation.
Your opinions. Your opinions. I don't want to hear it. You said facts over feelings. You're talking about your feelings, bro. Save it for your journal.
Thoughts. You right here are being emotional. You're a wreck. You need to realize what your club.
I'm also a champion, so it's like crying on your birthday. I'm allowed.
Ange Postecoglou staying or leaving. The best thing for Ange and the club was to cut ties.
Fine, but don't digress into Thomas Frank. Step forward.
Your positive memories. You get to keep your positive memories of winning the cup. But the reality is, he was not getting you any.
Oh, you caught that, Rich? Where I was like, does anyone else, anyone with European trophies care to comment on this? Because I'm tired of hearing Egal talk about. He didn't like that.
In the Champions League with his performances that he showed over the.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion. That's a prediction. Don't pass that off as fact. You fucking.
Not getting you any further.
Dude, wait a second.
I'm losing it. Oh man, I need to be cool. I need to breathe, man. Am I fucking crazy? Can someone fucking answer me a goddamn question right now, please? For the love of fuck, no. For the love of fucking God, can someone tell Egal the difference between a goddamn opinion and a thought and a feeling from a fact? Because those are over here and facts are over here. You said facts over feelings. Facts are Ange is goddamn more successful with his shoelaces than Thomas Frank has been in his 51 years of existence. Fact, not a feeling. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think he wouldn't have done well in this. Shut the fuck up. I don't care about your feelings.
Regardless who replaces him, he needed to leave.
Guys.
He needed to leave.
Let me just say one thing.
He needed to leave. Does he not understand what I just said? That's why that shit was driving me crazy. Because I'm like, bro, he says he thinks he needs to leave. That is your opinion, and you're well within your right to feel that way. But don't pass that off as fact. It's going to piss me off.
You guys actually reached a common consensus, but you guys were both shouting at each other. 1 second, don't start shouting. Egal said it's better for both of their relationship if Ange left the football club. Jacob said yes, but get someone better than Thomas Frank. Egal,
thank you.
1 second. Egal, how can you disagree with that? He wants someone better than Thomas Frank.
I don't care.
Even Troops commented, says Jacob Unchained. I got rattled, man. I'm not too big to admit that he got under my skin. That's why I was like, can someone explain to him, or am I fucking crazy? Because he says opinions and then I thought we're doing facts.
I don't care about that. I'm just simply saying you can't be sitting here crying.
You're trying to sell me dog shit.
1 second.
That's what you're trying to do, and you're like,
do you have any? Wait, Jacob. Do you have anyone in mind that you would have wanted?
Yeah, anyone in mind?
Yeah,
Glasner is a real. If we're a big club like we're supposed to be, you can go to Crystal Palace and take their fucking manager, and that is a guy you can put a CV next to Ange's and say, well, this is where that's bad, and then that's a conversation that I would actually have and entertain. Not this goddamn dude who fucking got promotion through playoffs on his second try, loser. On Ange's second try, he wins a fucking trophy.
Let's be real. He has no issue with Thomas Frank. His issue with Thomas Frank is because Ange got sacked. You are basically
no. Your main you can sack Ange. Give me better though. If you're saying 17th isn't good enough with the Europa Cup, give me better than that. Thomas Frank is not.
What makes him
a
better manager for you guys right now is because of what he was capable of doing with less at Brentford.
So him saying he's a better manager, that is an opinion. Like Corey stating his opinion. Again, very well within your right to state your opinion. That's all we're doing here on this YouTube fucking thing. But when we say let's separate facts from feelings, an opinion is based in feelings. An opinion is based in how you think about something. A fact is non-negotiable, it's non-debatable. Like 22 losses, non-debatable. No one can say anything. Trophy win, no one can say anything. They can degrade it, they can chip away at the validity of it, but it won't ever take it away. So that's my point in like this whole facts versus feeling thing. And it's, yeah, like amazing coach and manager. That's your opinion. He very well could be. And I'm not even trying to say he's a bad coach. Year in, year out, loses his best players. Tottenham always sell their best players too. And manages to keep going. Yeah, see, this is all just opinions. And that's fine. Like, you're allowed, we're all allowed to feel like that. I'm allowed to feel like he's a trash can Tom-Tom, trailer park Tom-Tom. I don't understand. The energy's not kept the same. It's like, my opinion says Frank is good, therefore don't be mean to Frank. But then on the other hand, my opinion says Ainge is shit, and I'm going to call him a fat Ozempic fucking Australian cunt, all this shit. And it's like, okay, you do that, I'm going to call him Methadone Tommy. It's like, oh, but you can't do that. Don't be mean to Tom. Yeah, come on. Come on. Let's just keep the energy the same like socks, shall we? Big up Matty K. I'm off. Big up chat and coys. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, Matty K. Get in there. Inzaghi, Ancelotti, Conceição is all better improvement than Ainge. And this is ones that you can hold the piece of paper up to him and say, yes, factually, I have evidence to say this is better because of this, not because I feel. And I think he did good with Brentford. Therefore, I think he's going to do good at Tottenham. Those are predictions. Those are feelings. Those aren't facts. The facts are he ain't won shit. You go to his accomplishments page, there's nothing there except playoff promotion, which not taking the piss out of, but if it takes you 2 tries, there's a little piss getting taken out of that. Because in Ainge's second try, he wins a fucking trophy, and it's that simple. But look, I do have to go. Hang on, my wife is texting me. Yes, I'm ending now. Sorry. So I got to go. But I'll be at work today. Yeah, there it is. That's what it is. They want a manager that they're sexually attracted to. I'm just joking. But it's a fun joke because it's like the Arteta people. Like, what is the justification for keeping Arteta? It's because he looks so good in that Arsenal shirt, guys. It's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't need no teenage, petite-sized motherfucking manager with fluffy hair to feel like my club's heading in the right direction. I'll take the beer-belly drunk bastard sweating all over himself. I'm a sweaty son of a bitch, too. I just care about trophies and winning and glory. And I hope Frank can prove me wrong. I hope I never have to call him Trash Can Trailer Park Tom-Tom. I hope. Those are all hopes and feelings, but as of right now, I don't feel it. I wish I could go longer and keep going into this. Maybe I'll go live later tonight. I don't know. Whenever I get home from work, we'll see, but I do have to go. Much love to every single person here. Big shout out to the sponsors of the trophy. Thank you so much. And as always, folks, remember.
Just put that to one side. How are you feeling? I'm feeling a bit shitty. Yeah, good. Like and subscribe. Yeah,
10 years, you guys been saying from day one till now, boys. I fucking love you. We fucking won the Europa League. And you all deserve it. Thank you.